Good evening, guys, from Da Nang, Vietnam. Tubo Cruise here, checking in with
Tuân Trang.
We're here with Tuân Chan. We're going for a nice, beautiful, sunny bike ride today in Da Nang, Vietnam. And we've got a few updates we want to talk to you guys about during today's ride. So let's go ahead, get started, beep beep, and
Let's go.
I've actually ridden on this road multiple times, but this is my first time riding on this road with the sunlight, so I had no idea we had these beautiful surroundings like around here, because I normally, when I ride this road, it's at nighttime, so it's darker. So we got some Marble Mountains over here, and we can see some of the other mountains off in the distance back there. That's Monkey Mountain. And yeah, beautiful sunny day today. Couldn't ask for any better weather. It's pretty hot, but less hot than it's been. It's only about like 36 degrees Celsius today with humidity as opposed to like 40. So not complaining, enjoying it right now. So the main thing I wanted to talk about in today's video was to let you guys know that I'll be heading to the US in just over a week now, about a week and a few days. I'll be heading to Michigan, my hometown, and I'll be there from about the second week of June. And I'm really excited because I've only visited the US, my hometown, one time in the last 5 years, and that was last November. Unfortunately, that was for a funeral, so I didn't have much time to meet many friends. And I got to see my family, of course, which is great, but I didn't get to see many of my friends, especially my cycling friends, and I didn't get to do much cycling back home. And the weather in Michigan in November isn't that great, so I'm very excited to be back in Michigan in the summer. I haven't been back in Michigan in the summer since probably 2017. Actually, right when Chung and I started dating, that's the last time I went back to Michigan for the summer. And we've been married for 5 years now, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, very excited to be back in Michigan in the summer. It's not too hot there. It's gonna be a lot cooler weather, a lot less humidity, and there's some awesome cycling in my hometown. We've got a ton of dirt roads, mountain bike trails, and a huge road cycling community as well as an indoor velodrome. And I'm gonna try and do as much cycling as I can while I'm back. So I'm going for a few weeks, and yeah, my goal is just to see as much family, friends, and get as much riding in as I can. So I'm gonna be doing it all, road cycling. Hopefully, if I can find a mountain bike to use, I'll be doing some mountain biking. Unfortunately, I don't have any bikes back home anymore, so hopefully I can find someone's to use, or maybe a demo bike. We'll figure it out. But definitely also, I'll be going to the Detroit Velodrome, the Lexus Velodrome, and they have some rental bikes there. So super excited to get back on a velodrome, do some track riding, and yeah, can't wait. Unfortunately, my wife Chung, she doesn't have her visa yet, so she's not able to come, and we just decided it's probably better for me to just come back by myself, and we're just gonna wait for her green card visa to go through. So while I'm away, she's gonna be staying here in Da Nang. Her mom's gonna come and visit, so her mom's gonna come and hang out. They're gonna do some stuff together. Her mom actually likes casually cycling, so they're probably gonna ride the folding bikes around town, go to the beach, and go to Bana Hills. So she's gonna be staying here for a couple weeks, and hopefully she'll still be here by the time I get back, so I'll be able to spend some time with both of them as well. So that's the plan for June. We originally were planning to go to Chiang Mai, Thailand at the end of this month, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. I was trying to coordinate some plans with a few different people, some different brands, and just unfortunately the timing wasn't there. So I think we're gonna push Chiang Mai, Thailand back to later this year, maybe around September or October when the weather's nicer there. Anyway, definitely looking forward to some cooler weather, want to escape here. And I think the first thing we do after I get back to Da Nang, Vietnam, because Chung's gonna be stuck here in the hot weather. Check out this view. That's one of the other nice things about here in Da Nang is we get a lot of rivers, a lot of mountains, so you get some nice views. I am gonna miss the mountains. I'm curious to see how well I can hang with the group rides back in Michigan, because I've been doing a lot more training like in the mountains lately with like long sustained power, but in Michigan there's no mountains, so everyone's like a super power horse, like Clydesdale rider, just like really heavy and lots of power and a lot of crit racers. So we'll see if I can hang. I haven't been focusing on my like max power efforts, especially at the track. I'm probably gonna get my butt handed to me, but that's okay. Still gonna be fun. But yeah, I think the first place we're gonna go to after I get back here, Tuing really wants to go to Dalat. So, geez. Yeah, some people just pull out in the middle of the road without looking, with one hand on the steering wheel, talking on the phone. But for those who don't know, Dalat is sort of a mountain top resort kind of city. And it's a lot cooler than the rest of Vietnam because it's at elevation. It's nice and cool, same temperature all year round. So we're gonna head over there. We might take a direct plane there, which would be the easy way, or we might take the train with our folding bikes to a nearby city by the coast, and then ride the folding bikes all the way to Dalat, which would be like over 100 kilometers with a lot of climbing. So it wouldn't be an insane ride or anything. We just need to make sure we have a way to get enough of our luggage on the folding bikes, and I'm sort of leaning towards that option because that'd be a lot more fun. And yeah, I want to start doing more focus on like the adventure rides again, some more like touring kind of rides. So I think after I come back from the US, I'm going to cut down my focus on training. I'm thinking I'm probably going to bring my road bike to the US actually, and right now I'm debating whether I want to leave it there or bring it back with me, because eventually we're going to be moving over to the US, hopefully within the next year, and I want to be able to bring as many of our bikes as possible, and I can't do that all in one trip. Jeez. And I can't do that all in one trip, so I'm thinking I might as well bring a little bit over now and just leave it there, so it'll be there when we go back later. And the other reason I partly don't want to bring my road bike back here, our time over here is limited now, and I think having the road bike here just makes me want to focus on my training. And like if I go on a trip, I'm worried about like the fitness that I'll lose. So I think just removing the road bike from the equation and just keeping like the folding bikes for now and just going for fun rides will help motivate me to like get out more, stop caring about my training schedule, and just go enjoy the ride, do some more adventure rides and do some more traveling. Because I mean, we should have turned right here. Oops. Jeez. This is another new road that we've been riding lately, the nice river path escape of the city. So to try and simplify this story, I've gone through like multiple waves of motivation with my training. Like right now, I'm not racing anymore. I've quit racing, and in the future, like I might try and get more into like some gravel, mountain bike, cyclocross racing back when I'm in the US. But for the most part, I'm done with like serious racing, trying to get to a like competitive level. But at the same time, I do get a little competitive when I start with my training, and it's been nice here having like a few faster people to train with for the last few months. And I've gone through different waves of motivation and riding here. When we first moved here last year, I was really excited with my training, and I had a couple different segments, KOMs on Strava that I was going for, and I was able to get quite a few of them. But then I got COVID, I got food poisoning, and just having to travel back to Tuing's hometown, and then having to travel unexpectedly back to the US, like just all these disruptions in my training schedule, I really started to lose some motivation after that, because you work really hard to get your fitness to a certain point, and it takes a lot of time and dedication to do that. But you can lose it really quickly just from like a week or a few weeks of just losing that consistency. So it can be really demotivating. Like, why am I training this hard to get this level of fitness when I'm just gonna lose it really easily? And then it just becomes like, what's the point? I'd be better off just riding and enjoying the ride. And I kind of want to force myself into that situation, I think, because if I keep my road bike here, like, yeah, I can keep training, I can get maybe a little bit faster, up my PR up Monkey Mountain, which just destroys me every time. Or I can force myself to be in a situation where that isn't an option anymore, and if I want to go for my bike ride, I'm just going to go for like a nice enjoyable ride on the folding bikes, maybe like a touring ride, just going exploring new places. And I think having the road bike just makes me a little bit more competitive than I'd like right now. But at the same time, I would like to try and get some KOMs when I go back home to visit in Michigan, just to see where I am now compared to where I was in the past. Unfortunately, I don't really have many KOMs back in my hometown, because when like Strava first came out, I didn't really use it because I didn't have a cycling computer at the time. I did all my racing without a computer. And so when I was at like my best fitness about 10 years ago, I didn't really get to record any of that data on Strava, unfortunately. I did a few rides back in my hometown. I had the Strava app on my phone, and so I do have a few from that time that I can sort of compare to, which I'm pretty excited to do. This is another fun little loop here. And we're right by the amusement park here. There's a nice little sort of short circuit here that people do with the running and cycling. So we're just gonna do a quick lap over here. Nobody out here right now. But yeah, another option I was thinking about doing if I leave my road bike back home in Michigan was to possibly even buy some new like city hybrid bikes here, kind of like maybe a Giant Escape or a Trek FX kind of bike. Get a rear rack on it, get some fenders on it, get some pannier bags, and then we have our ultimate like bike touring bags. Those bikes aren't too expensive either. You can get them for like $500, maybe $700 if you get all the racks and fenders and you get a nicer version. So I was thinking about possibly getting one of those for me, one of those for Tung, and you can still ride those and get some pretty good like fitness kind of rides in. You can push yourself on the hill, and they perform pretty well. They got a good gear range, and those bikes, yeah, they got nice bigger tires. They're easy parts to repair, and they're a lot better for touring. You can do like bike packing on road bikes, of course, but it really depends on where you're doing it, because if we break anything on our road bikes, it's going to be hard to find certain parts. Which is why if we're going to do bike touring, I'd rather do it on a more like kind of easy to find parts kind of bike. And that's why I'm also sort of hesitating to do it on the folding bikes here, because yeah, I don't want to have to carry like extra tires and extra specific equipment, like specific parts that we can't get. And yeah, that's why those like city bikes are great, because those kinds of parts are everywhere. They're on the same as like all the bikes around, so that's really easy to get replacement wheels, replacement parts if you need them. So yeah, we might be doing that option. Are you excited for your mom to come visit in Da Nang?
Yeah, I'm so excited to bring mom to the interesting place, many interesting fun places in Da Nang, Hoi An, Hue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Cruz to be gone? Bye-bye, Cruz.
No. As you said, I'm alone.
Alone. So yeah, Tung might be a little bit lonely while I'm gone, but that's okay. Her mom and her friends will keep her company. It's so weird riding over here in the daytime. This is usually like our nighttime course. We'll come back this way when we get groceries over at the big supermarket over there. But yeah, the weather wasn't so bad today. It wasn't so hot compared to how it's been recently. It's been raining a little bit lately, so maybe that helped. It's kind of ironic, we have all this like nice warm summer weather every day, but I haven't developed much of a tan actually, because like I normally ride, I'll usually start around this time, so as the sun's going down, so I don't really get many UV rays because I'm going like when it's darker, when there's less sunlight, so I don't have much of a tan at all. So I'm kind of worried if I'll get like a sunburn in the US or not. I forgot about that hole. Couldn't see it with the shadow. Yeah, I'm just riding by the amusement park here. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update on what to expect coming up here in June. I'm going to be filming a lot of videos just by myself, so Chewing-chan won't be appearing in some videos for a while once I'm back in the US. But yeah, I'll be filming some mountain bike rides, some gravel rides, some bike shop tours, maybe some bike reviews if I can find some cool bikes. Hopefully like a Detroit ride, a track video like going to the Lexus Velodrome, and I've also got some e-bike review videos that I'll be doing. And yeah, really excited and going to be filming a bunch of stuff. So we should be uploading a lot more videos here pretty soon once I start filming and editing them all. And I wanted to get this video out quick and early to let you guys know before I go, so I can get your guys' feedback. If there's any like video requests that you want me to make while I'm over in Michigan, Southeast Michigan, Metro Detroit area, let me know. So we're finishing up this last little stretch here by the river, and we got the Da Nang Cruise. There's my boat. It's nice seeing this in the daytime. Like, honestly, we mostly only ride over this way at nighttime, so it's cool to see the same place with just a completely different kind of vibe. But yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to tell you guys in today's video. Just talk about our upcoming trips, and just really excited for everything that's going to be going on over the next few weeks. It is sad, of course, to say goodbye to Chewing-chan, but we'll see her again soon, and maybe she'll film her own videos for the Tubo Cruise channel alone while I'm away, and she can upload those herself. So we'll see. That might be a fun little project. She can blog by herself in English. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and of course a big thank you to all of our awesome supporters over on Patreon. We wouldn't be able to continue this channel without your guys' support, so thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for some awesome, exciting videos here over the next few weeks, and we'll see you next time here on Tubo Cruise.